Tiffany Henyard is one of the most honest people that I've ever met in my life.
You serious?
She is a great person. She tells the truth all the time. She is transparent. If you were to give her $1 million and came back the next year, I'm very sure that that money would be there, maybe even doubled. I'm sorry, it's Saturday, so I can lie before Sunday. Those are things we would never believe about Tiffany Henyard, because Tiffany Henyard is everything but that. She's a liar. She's a cheat. She's corrupt. She is a narcissist. And I honestly believe that she's crazy. Not only her, Keith Freeman, Andrew Holmes, all of the people associated with her, Stan Brown, all of them have something wrong with them. And then boom, it hit me. Didn't Tiffany Henyard lie about something else? In the Dalton Politics group, I came across something very interesting. And again, Tiffany Henyard is very interesting. She has a lot of haters. I wonder why. Probably because she doesn't tell the truth. But let's rewind. Remember that there was an investigation about this.
We are walking all over cancer on our way to Springfield. Make sure you support the cause, support the movement.
A South suburban politician spends taxpayer dollars on a march to Springfield to promote her personal charity. But when we started asking questions, the party's over.
Fox 32 and the Illinois Answers Project, part of the Better Government Association, are investigating the charitable foundation of Tiffany Henyard, who is on 2 public payrolls as Dalton mayor and Thornship Township supervisor.
What we found is raising serious questions about the use of taxpayers' dollars, employees, and equipment. Fox 32's Dane Placco investigates where all that money is going.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing.
Tiffany Henyard certainly isn't shy about attracting attention. Here she is starting a Dalton Village board meeting dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City, later punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
Henyard's picture and name adorn virtually every public posting, both from Dalton, where as mayor she makes $46,000 a year, and in Thornton Township, where as the elected supervisor she collects more than $200,000 a year. But for all that money, Henyard's tenure at both has been chaotic, with firings, scandals, and a legal battle with the Dalton trustees over spending. So last fall, Henyard did something that would seemingly generate some good publicity, helping establish the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation to help breast cancer patients. And on the very day the charity was chartered, it received a huge donation, $10,000, from the Thornton Township Board, which Henyard presides over.
Taxpayer money shouldn't be paid into those types of things.
Stephanie Wiedemann is the former Thornton Township Chief of Staff whom Henyard fired shortly after taking over in March of last year.
It almost felt like a takeover, and a very aggressive one at that.
Since her firing, Wiedemann has been documenting township spending and says she's stunned by the taxpayer dollars funneled into Henyard's charity, especially this.
We got 10 days. We're going 196 miles.
Last October, Henyard led a delegation of Dalton and Thornton Township employees and political supporters on a march to Springfield to promote her breast cancer charity, which she documented on her Facebook page.
We're walking through Dalton. Hi, we're in Brightwood now. We are in Godly now. We in Bloomington, baby.
I can pretty much map out their entire Springfield trip on the township credit cards.
That's right. Henyard billed thousands of dollars in hotel rooms and meals during the trip to Thornton Township and Dalton credit cards. In addition, the videos show Henyard used multiple village and township vehicles owned by taxpayers to escort the caravan, including a flatbed trailer with a photographer, flying a drone, and a DJ.
We got our mayor right here coming from Dalton, Illinois, walking all the way to Springfield. Y'all make some noise for our mayor, the people's mayor.
But they didn't always walk.
We on motorbikes, baby.
At times, riding electric bikes.
Y'all see my bike?
Our township supervisor.
It looks like a misspending of tax funds. I think that's the biggest concern.
Dalton trustee Jason House has been doing battle with the mayor since she took office.
Very disturbing to hear these things or to kind of see some of the receipts that appear to be connected to it. and I think the taxpayers really deserve better than that.
And then there's the merch.
This shirt, one of the t-shirts.
Along the way, Henyard sold and gave away T-shirts and hoodies, also available on her charity's website. A week before the trip, the township paid $17,000 for specially printed hoodies and T-shirts, but won't say what they're for.
I think that everything she has initiated has been something to promote her, something to get her name in household, something to get people to buy into voting for her.
Our investigation found at least $11,000 in public funds spent on that trip. But both Dalton and Thornton Township have been slow or unresponsive to open records requests. So what was the purpose of the 10-day march to Springfield?
I have created a bill, which we're going to speak before the Revenue Committee, to give everybody $5,000 on their income tax when they file, if you are suffering from cancer.
A noble goal, except the Revenue Committee wasn't meeting when the group arrived in Springfield. Henyard did later testify at a committee hearing in Chicago, but so far nothing has come of her bill.
I think I'm doing a damn good job on leave.
So we went to a recent Thornton Township Board meeting to ask Henyard some questions about all that spending.
I've never ever been bitter to the news. This is my olive branch to the media. Can you guys reach out to us and ask us our opinion before you post things? I would appreciate it.
And so we did.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
But Henyard wasn't anxious to talk about her charity.
Why did you and the board vote to give your foundation $10,000?
I'm the face of the foundation. My name is Nowhere, sir.
Say again?
I'm the face.
You're the face. What was the purpose of going to Springfield?
Thank you, guys. Hey, she doesn't have any more comments, guys.
We're going to talk.
She doesn't have any more comments. Thanks, guys.
That's Keith Freeman, whom Henyard hired at both Dalton and Thornton Township and was part of her Springfield walk.
Look at Keith, baby!
Freeman also filed paperwork for the charity bearing Henyard's name.
Why are you using public money for your personal charity?
$17,000 for insurance.
Thank you.
And with that, her security detail hustled Henyard upstairs and blocked the staircase with a table. So we tried asking another employee who went on that trip.
You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
You need to ask the people that handles that. I'm not the one that handled it. I was just riding the bike. We need more officers on the streets. We need our streets repaved. So to spend that kind of money on a charitable event or supposed charitable event really doesn't seem like the best use of tax dollars.
We also sent Henyard a detailed list of questions about her charity and how the money is being used. We've not yet heard back. Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
So, after which, she went to Roland Martin. Now, she doesn't go to any conservative outlets to do interviews. She'll only go to liberal Democratic softball people like Angie Martinez or Roland Martin. And Roland Martin asked her about this.
You have a charity that from the Attorney General's office. I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany T-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
Now, she's saying that she doesn't have a charity, right? This is what she's saying. I don't have a charity, never had a charity, and she's even said it again in this clip.
Why did you and the board vote to give your foundation $10,000?
I'm the face of the foundation. My name is Nowhere, sir.
Say again?
I'm the face.
You're the face.
That I'm doing, and I'm really, really big on, as dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services. So
I was just riding the bike.
But what does this clip show?
Henyard did something that would seemingly generate some good publicity, helping establish the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation to help breast cancer patients. And on the very day the charity was chartered, it received a huge donation, $10,000, from the Thornton Township Board, which Henyard presides over.
Taxpayer money shouldn't be paid into those types of things.
Stephanie Wiedemann is the former Thornton Township Chief of Staff whom Henyard fired shortly after taking over in March of last year.
It almost felt like a takeover, and a very aggressive one at that.
Since her firing, Wiedemann has been documenting township spending and says she's stunned by the taxpayer dollars funneled into Henyard's charity.
So she always says, go do your research. That's what she says, but that is Tiffany Henyard in Pontiac, Illinois. And if you don't believe me, I got some more pictures with the Tiffany Cares charity. If she did not know this, so let's go ahead and check those out. Shout out to brother Nate. I won't mention his last name, but this is them as you see them in all of their, her little police officer buddies there, her trustees. There is Stan Brown, there's Andrew Holmes, and it's interesting that these black Democrats there. Oh, wait, stop the show. This is her and her married boyfriend. Okay, I am a queen in support of a king. That's right, you supporting a king that ain't even your husband. Give him a round of applause. Now that's Tiffany Henyard, and I believe is his name Kamal Woods. I believe that's Tiffany Henyard and her boyfriend, who is a married man. They say who's going through a divorce. All right, let's see what other images that we can get. All right, that's them walking down. That's Officer Lacey. Okay, with his crooked ass. They're all walking across the street here. And yeah, so that's interesting. You're a charity, but you don't spend taxpayers' money on the charity. That's very interesting, Tiffany, because you make people donate to your stuff to fund it. Why? You don't work. Let me tell you guys something. What I've noticed about a lot of these community activists, these community leaders, community activists are largely, I'm gonna be honest, they're largely broke. Nothing wrong with that. So community activists have to get their money from someplace. The best place to get it is through the state budgets or through white liberals, which is why you can't trust Andrew Holmes. You really can't trust a lot of these other guys, these violence prevention things and stuff like that, because they're not owned by us. And these guys are not business people, so they don't try to raise their own funding to really help our group. So what they really want to do is to get these budgets from these places. And so whoever does that really empowers you. So the money doesn't come from the black community. In the case of Dolton, it does, because it's taxpayers, right? But they're not beholden to the black community when they want to do activism for the black community. They are getting this money from these white people, and they are not necessarily concerned about the community. So that's why they can have an attitude like that. And this is the reason why we need black entrepreneurship and we need black businesses in the community to stop tyrants like this. Because when you don't have businesses and you don't have ownership and you don't have people who can make the business owners be like, hey, listen, we don't want her here, that plays a lot into what can happen. It does. And you can't serve the people who are not paying you. Now, in the case of, Tiffany Henyard, she is being paid. But Tiffany Henyard is looking at that big money, all right? She's looking at trying to make those big friends, the Joe Biden friends, because that's where the money is. All of them are trying to get in bed with them, all of them. And this is why they're liars. And they always talk about the black community. Then you start hearing black and brown. Whoa, where is black and brown communities in Dolton? It's all black. Hold on one second. What are you talking about black and brown? That's more like Chicago, but this is what you get. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Put it for all you, just heard the bell. We're out.